Imagine this. The final moments of Season 2 fade out. The music settles, and millions of fans sit there asking the same burning question. Is this really the end? Or is David's epic rise just getting started? Well, today, we're diving into the clearest, most encouraging answers we've gotten so far. Because while Prime Video and The Wonder Project might still be silent, one of the men behind the entire series just revealed something that flips the whole conversation. If you've followed House of David from its explosive premiere to the emotionally heavy beats of Season 2, you know this show isn't just retelling history, it's building a universe. And the creators? They've been steps ahead the whole time. Let's talk about what they're hinting at, and why Season 3 may be closer to reality than anyone expected. To understand why fans are so desperate for another season, we need to quickly think back to how this show became a phenomenon. Season 1 didn't just perform well, it blew the roof off Prime Video's metrics. Over 40 million viewers worldwide, instantly hitting #1 on the platform. That's not normal for a biblical drama. That's blockbuster territory. Then came Season 2, shifting to the Wonder Project app, but keeping every bit of its momentum, with a cast that somehow got even stronger, and a story that grew deeper, darker, more human. And yet, despite fans flocking to it, no official renewal has been announced. So why are the creators so confident? Why are they speaking like Season 3 is a given? Well, the answer came straight from John Irwin, co-creator, showrunner, and the person who has been shaping this story from day one. During a Season 2 red carpet event, he shared something that fans immediately clung to, and it wasn't vague. It wasn't a hopeful "we'll see what happens." It was a clear statement that House of David was always intended to be a trilogy. That means Season 1 set the foundation, Season 2 is the emotional midpoint, and Season 3, that's the climax of David's rise, before the show transitions into the later chapters of his astonishing life. According to Irwin, there's simply too much story to stop now. Let's break down what that really means. When a creator says they always planned for 3 seasons, that's not improvisation. It's long-term story architecture. It means scripts, arcs, themes, character growth. All of that has been mapped out with 3 seasons in mind. And if Season 2 is the middle of that structure, Season 3 becomes the payoff. The moment where David's transformation from shepherd to warrior to legendary king reaches its peak. For any studio, that kind of narrative planning is gold. It signals continuity, audience retention, and creative stability. And that's why his statement carries so much weight right now. Now, even though viewership numbers for Season 2 haven't been released yet, there are 2 important things to keep in mind. First, the platform shift to the Wonder Project app doesn't mean the audience disappeared. It just means the metrics aren't public yet. Second, Prime Video still hosts Season 1, and those numbers alone justify extending the franchise. But the strongest thing in favor of renewal is honestly the fan reaction. Social media across continents has been demanding Season 3 since the moment Episode 8 of Season 2 hit. This cultural buzz matters hugely to streamers, especially for content tied to faith, history, and epic storytelling. So what exactly did John Irwin say that gave fans so much hope? On his Instagram page, in a red carpet interview, he talked openly about David's life and how much story is still left to tell. He said, "There's a lot to that guy's life. I would say there's 3 seasons, this season and the next, that conclude the rise of David." That's not a casual comment. That's a roadmap. It places Season 3 as the final chapter in the young David arc, before the show eventually explores the later, more complicated years of his reign. If the creator himself sees Season 3 as necessary, the studio knows the audience will want it too. What makes this especially exciting is that the pacing of the show lines up perfectly with his trilogy plan. Season 1 brought us David's humble beginnings, his tension with Saul, and the early steps into destiny. Season 2 went deeper, showing conflict, fear, prophecy, betrayal, and the emotional weight of David preparing for leadership he didn't ask for. Season 3 if it follows the structure they've hinted at, is where everything converges. The victories, the heartbreak, the anointing, the rise, and the fulfillment of a story bigger than the character himself. It's the chapter fans have been begging for. Another important point. Studios rarely invest in world building unless they expect longevity. House of David has created cities, battle sequences, political rivalries, and spiritual moments that take time and money. That doesn't happen for a quick 2-season run. And with a cast including Michael Iskander, Ali Suleiman, Ayelet Zurer, and Stephen Lang, this production isn't treating itself like a side project. It's operating like a major series with multi-season goals. Even if the official announcement isn't here yet, the creative energy pushing towards Season 3 is strong. So where does that leave fans right now? In a surprisingly good place. You have a creator who is publicly confirming that the story isn't complete. You have a built-in audience that broke viewership records. You have a season finale that clearly prepares the ground for more. And you have a studio that understands the value of finishing what they've started. While streamers love to keep renewals quiet until the timing benefits their marketing cycle, everything happening behind the scenes suggests Season 3 isn't just possible, it's likely. The Trilogy blueprint is already written. Until the day the official announcement drops, fans can revisit the first 2 seasons, Season 1 on Prime Video and Season 2 on the Wonder Project app. But as John Irwin himself said, David lived an epic life, and this series is only halfway through telling it. So whether you're here for the battles, the emotion, the faith journey, or just the incredible performances, the encouraging news is this: the creators see the story continuing, the fans want it, and the groundwork for Season 3 is already there. Stay tuned, because David's rise isn't done yet, not by a long shot.